In this video I'll show you how to use the Fillet and Chamfer tool. They're pretty simple, but it's a little bit different than like what you do with AutoCAD. So I've got a model already, so we're in the 3D model tab. You'll see over here you have chamfer and you have fillet. So fillet would be a rounded corner. It could be inside or outside. So that's the default radius is 1/8. If you want to change the radius, just go in there and type in the value, and you shouldn't have to change any of these other settings. And then what you're going to do is click on the corners. So don't click on the two sides or faces. Just click on the corner, and it'll add the fillets as you go, external and internal. You can do as many as you want at a time, and then just say OK. And you'll notice on your part tree you'll have a fillet item. If you wanted to edit that, if you decide you wanted to change it, just go right click and say edit feature, and then you can change that to something different. Like I'll make it 3/8, and it'll update as you do that. So that fillet tool's super simple to use. Now there is a thing that happens because I already filleted these. This becomes like one giant edge, and you'll see what happens if I try to put a fillet on this, and I'm going to make it a smaller fillet. It's going to select that whole edge along there. If that's what I wanted, that's fine. If I just wanted one part of that to be filleted, what I should do is not have those other fillets first. So the order that you fillet does matter sometimes. So as you get into complicated parts, sometimes it's difficult to get the fillets to cooperate, but a lot of it has to do with just the order that you do them in. So if it's a problem, just right click on your part tree. Oops, let's see, right click on the part tree and just say delete, and it'll make those fillets will go away. If you change your mind, you can always bring them back. And the other tool, which is similar, is the chamfer tool. Typically what you're going to do is use a standard like 45. If that's the case, you can just leave this alone, or you can change the angle by putting different distances, and this would be the distance. So it's set for 1/8 over and 1/8 down, and it's asking you just to click the edges. So if you click that edge, it's going to put a chamfer. I'll notice what it did, because that was filleted, it chamfered all the way around. If I don't want that to happen, I'd have to undo the fillet and do the chamfer first and then do the fillet. So the order of operations sometimes can get you. Same thing, you shouldn't have to change these. Just click on an edge, it'll add the chamfer, and you've got line items now in your part tree. If you wanted to edit those, right click, edit feature. If you want to change that to something else, and it'll update. Now if you make it too big or too strange, it may give you an error. So if something there happened, it conflicted with something else, it wouldn't let me do that. So that happens sometimes again, and it may have to do with the order of operations, the order in which you add the fillets. So that's how you use the fillet and chamfer tool.